So, what do you think is actually enterprise architecture, and what is the reason why you want to go through this certification? And what's in your opinion? What is that you've heard about? What actually is enterprise architecture? If you have any thoughts on that, you could just share. On where did you first hear about this, and what is the reason for you to have tickled this interest?
So, to answer your questions in parts, so I've heard this actually through internet. I mean, apparently, so that's like a few years back. And what brought me into this is, as I told you before, I was into the traditional data center, and my links with the decision makers and influencers thought that my next career should be along with them, or I should be continuing working with the decision makers and with the influencers in technology, and who are responsible for the business of their respective companies, right? So to maintain the seniority levels, so within my industry, which is technology, I thought an enterprise architecture job would be, or a business would be the right choice.
The right
so
thing
that's
to
why
do.
I'm here.
Okay, yeah, I think that's nice. But what do you think fundamentally is enterprise architecture? What do you think it is? What does that body of knowledge entail?
What I think now before the training is that I will be given an opportunity to understand the organization in its precondition, and then discuss with the stakeholders what they want me to transform, or be with the transformation team and help them transform this in a structured way. To structure the transformation or the reformation, identify their problems correctly, transcript it, and transform it as a part of the team should be the role of an enterprise architecture, is my current understanding.
Okay. Fundamentally, it is about connecting business and technology together. So that's what it is. It's about understanding your business and why are you there in the business in the first place, and using technology as a leverage to do the job. That's what fundamentally it is all about. But enterprise architecture has this problem of being too IT centric, because it's primarily used by start getting used by IT guys, and IT guys have this, they overlap the technology onto the business problem and kind of mask it. But fundamentally it's about mixing business and technology in the right proportion to solve customer problems. Make sense?
See, my point is, Kiran, that business has a lot of problems, right? So every business boils down to numbers. So most of for example, like I discussed my job over there. Are we recording or?
Yes, you don't have to take names.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one of my experiences, or most of my experiences, were to set up companies or to set up businesses, right? So there, it may not be technology which is the real problem of the executives, right? It is business which could be the problem. Or, for example, if there is an epidemic like what we have today, how do we, or what is the action plan to retain the best employees, or to how to counter the profit plan and to make it work, could be another problem of an executive. So how does technology play there? Yes, technology could be a contributor by 10 to 20%, but then the business problem is totally of a different horizon, which could be like go-to-market or partnerscape or something like that, right? So how is is enterprise architecture solving only problems that has technology involved?
No. Yeah, that's a very good point to have. So it need not be only technology-centric problems. As you said, it can be business-related problems that enterprise architecture can solve. And typically, if you come from a space which doesn't have too much of IT, and it's fundamentally the business, then enterprise architecture can be tweaked to control it. But currently, as the body of knowledge stands today, there is a slight IT tilt to it, and the same question that you have asked, that if you have to change your culture, if you have to change your the way in which the business is working, the strategy, the execution part, the go-to part, and the organization hierarchy and the culture. So all of these things are, and change management itself is a big deal to be changed in the architecture. Then people have said that enterprise architecture currently has the ills that it is too IT centric, which is a problem, but they're working towards ensuring that all the parts in the enterprise architecture are in such a way that you can pick and choose based on what your problem domain is. You can have the focus. If it's a non-IT problem, you can still use it. So that's the way you will have to customize it. But the practitioners, if they come from an IT-centric background, they have that problem that they mask the business problem with the technology problem and then make it look like an IT problem. But as you said, fundamentally it would be a people problem, it would be a culture problem, it could be a business problem. So this helps you to look at all of that in that kind of perspective.
Yeah.
So I think we'll go into that.